Hi guys, welcome to Beer Time. Kyle here. Let's do some day drinking. I've got a beer that I've not had before today, and I'm pretty excited about it for several reasons. One, it's a beer from a place that I've never had a beer from before. It's a beer from Norway. It's pretty interesting. Let's take a look at the package here before I crack this open. It's called Mikkeller, and it says Beer Geek on it. I'm not sure if that's tongue-in-cheek or what it is, but essentially it's got a little chair and a table, and there's a little civet cat laid out on here, and I'll explain why that is in a minute, with a little tipped-over glass, and it's called Brunch Weasel. The thing is, it's a little brunch weasel guy having a good time, but I can tell you what that thing is. It's not a weasel. That thing is a civet cat, I think, but I'm going to tell you why that is. So anyway, this thing is a Imperial Oatmeal Stout brewed with coffee. The coffee's kind of special in here. It's known around the world. It's from Vietnam, and it's known to be, one, very expensive, but the reason why that is, and this is where it gets a little dicey, is essentially the beans are collected out of the nests of civet cats, and the reason why that is because the civet cats eat the coffee beans, and then they shit out the coffee beans. So when they're doing that, then they're collected and then they brew them. And it's both expensive and supposedly it's a delicacy. But as you know, sometimes delicacies can be disgusting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drink this, because that's what I do, I day drink. But we're just going to find out what this is. This thing's running at about, I think, 10.5% alcohol. I think that's about right. 10.9, so it's a big beer. And I even knew that when it said Best Buy, in the date on it was like in the year 25. So they're basically looking out like they're fine 10 years out. So it's obviously heavily fortified. So let's put a little bit of this nectar in here. And boy, is it. It's smooth looking, rich looking. It's got, I tell you what, it's got a little bit more bubbles in it than I thought that it might. And I can see them kind of oozing up the sides, and they're kind of dissipating on top right now, but I actually didn't expect to see that much at all in here. Let's give it a nose here. It smells great. It smells like coffee, good quality coffee, and it's just got those rich, roasty notes. And the other thing I'm expecting out of this is an oatmeal stout to have a little bit different mouthfeel than kind of your regular stout. Softer. It's got oat flake in it, which kind of change it up a little bit and kind of change the way it hits your tongue, I think. Let's give this a try. Man, that's good. It's really good. So maybe we should run more things through those civet cats and see how it turns out, because this is pretty good beer. It's rich and super complex. The coffee just goes kind of up and down on your tongue. It's got that intense bitterness of very good coffee, and the chocolatey notes of very good chocolate. It's not sweet, but boy, it's definitely got these super amazing roasty notes in it, and then a kind of bitterness that's hard to explain. It just skitters across the tongue here and there, thanks to the inner workings of the civet cat, I imagine. As it warms up, it's wanting to be a little bit more boozy, as probably it should, running at 11%. But the richness in it, it's hard to explain, but I've never had something that was kind of so rich and at the same time just kind of danced on my tongue. Calling it light-bodied, that would be a huge mistake, but something about it doesn't really seem too heavy to me. It is, it's an absolutely delicious beer. And I don't know that I've had a coffee stout that was as complex as this. It's just really great. There's some kind of just a multitude of coffee flavors in here. That kind of brightness that you get from very good kind of lighter bodied coffee, and then those kind of rich roasty espresso notes from better quality coffee as well. This is great. This is some good day drinking right here. And since it's got coffee in it, you know, it's perfect for breakfast, right? I mean, this is exactly what you're looking for. Yum, yum. This is definitely something to be sipped, and I think one of them is all you're going to have. Obviously, you know, normally with these kind of things, I'd look at this and say, hey, this thing's a little bit of a gimmick. Man, this thing is not a gimmick. This is great. This is perfect for brunch. Yeah, right? It's like, it says it's Brunch Weasel. Pull it out for brunch, and, you know, everybody gets one of these. That's awesome. But I got to tell you, I think this is a superior dessert. I would have this at the end of the night. Skip the coffee, skip the cordials, and go right to this stuff. It's pretty fantastic, and it will just hold up to anything, right? I'm thinking just, you know, things like berries would go great with this. Cheesecake would be great because they can kind of, this thing can cut through the cheesecake, but it's still rich. Don't get me wrong. And then anything chocolate is going to fly, right? And honestly, maybe you skip dessert. Maybe this is dessert. Because, man, it sure does satisfy. I wasn't sure about this. My buddy Tyler found this when we were in St. Louis looking around the wine and cheese place, and I wasn't sure about it, and I definitely wasn't sure about it made from coffee that a civet cat, you know, pooped out. But I'm a believer now. They had another beer, too, over there. Anyway, we got this down in Clayton at the wine and cheese shop. You should definitely pop by there and give this a go. It's really good. I think it's probably a little spendy too, to be honest with you, but that thing's traveling all the way from Norway, and all the coffee beans came from Vietnam, so it's, you know, kind of got a first class ticket with it. And it tastes first class too. I'll put out my pinky here and just Hey, look. This is awesome. Look, I've even got more of this here. Man, this is rich. All right, well, I'm settled up today. You all need to get out and do some day drinking. See if you can't track down this old Brunch Weasel from Mikkeller and get your civet cat attack on. And I'm going to enjoy this morning and try to channel my inner civet cat and have a great day. You all have a great day, and I'll check you on the flip side. See you guys. Bye-bye.